All right. And we're live. All right. Good morning to anybody who is watching
Morning.
this, or if you're watching after the fact, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time of the day that you're watching. Welcome to Malika's Flex. Today we have the husbands. We have Omar and we have Rohan. And just this past Wednesday and also last week Saturday, we spoke to two wives. Today we want to have the perspective from the husbands, what they think about marriage, what they've been going through, the little abuse that they've been going through. I'm kidding. Blink twice if you need help.
Oh God.
Anyway,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna allow my guests to introduce themselves. I'm not the good. I'm not a good introducer, if someone goes so, not no goes so, right? Yeah, I'm not that person who introduces people well. So I like when my guests introduce themselves. So Omar, take the floor. Who are you, sir? And
Well,
yeah, talk to me.
okay. Name is Omar. I don't think I need to say the last name, but yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a husband of Miss Chad, Miss D. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, so practically that's it. I mean,
No man. No
well,
man, my viewers want to know more about Omar. I can't just my name is Omar and I'm Dee's husband.
uh,
Where you come from? Where do you live now? Or something else, something more?
well, I'm Jamaican for one. Now living in the US for the past almost 3 years.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's an experience, but ah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Where in Jamaica you come from, sir?
I'm from in the Kingston area, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Kingstonian in the building. Rowan, talk about yourself.
Hey, what's up, Omar? Hey, Malika. Good morning to your viewers. I am Rowan Salmon. Um, I have been married for 1 year and 3 months.
I saw
I
25 pass.
Yeah, yes.
Wow.
December was my 1 year anniversary, and so yeah, I would say about 1 year, 3 months now, going good, ups and downs. I am originally from Jamaica, St. Anne, but I lived in Kingston for some time. And just like Omar, I now reside in the US.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want me to add?
Um, no, you're good. You're good. You
Yeah.
are good. So guys, I'm gonna start off by saying that I think generally speaking, maybe somebody would agree or disagree. Men don't like to get married, or they're not as eager to get married as women are. So I want to know what made you decide to take that leap of faith and get married.
Well, for me, I can strongly say that I don't think no man wants to ever get married. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
that's thinking like when you're younger, but the older you get is like, you need to find somebody to settle with, they can grow with. You
Right.
understand? So
You were getting lonely.
uh I would say lonely, but you understand?
Hmm.
You're gonna need a partner regardless. Even the loneliest man on this earth is gonna need somebody.
Right.
Understand? So, just go ahead and think about it, went and did it. I mean, as well, Sir Rowan said, we have ups and downs, but it's
Yeah.
worth
Okay.
it.
Okay. Ron, what made you decide to take that leap of faith and get married?
Honestly, well, first of all, you asked a question that women are more eager to get married than men, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do agree that women are more eager. Yes. Why I took the leap of faith, because after a while, as a man, you would have gone through women, and you would have
Yeah,
gone
playful
through,
days.
yeah,
understand?
The man said
You
you have
know,
gone through
you
women.
know, yeah. Well,
Underwear,
in
no
terms
sir.
of you would have experienced
Yeah, different women.
different situations. You'd have dated different categories of women, old, young, and then you would have looked around in society.
They say
Uh,
old, young.
what I mean, I mean like not underage, but
Yeah,
younger than
you just
you.
explore
So
the
don't get
legal
me wrong,
options.
right? You would have experienced the ups, the downs, the heartbreaks. But at the end of the day, the older you get as a man, you just like women, stability goes both ways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to,
You
settle.
know, yes, and we live in a world now where it's not like 20, 30 years ago, where you can just do this by yourself and but after a while you get lonely,
Mm-hmm.
so it's always good to have that person that you can trust, you can build with, you can grow together as
Mm-hmm.
one. So you can ask most men at the end of the day, they can be the biggest gallus or whatever, as we Jamaicans call it.
Yeah,
You always want that one woman that you can rely on at the end of the
as a
day.
Oh.
man.
And
As a man.
so most men men want to get married, but it's like they don't want to make the mistake and end up with the wrong person. Because at the
Okay.
end of the day, there are options, and so men won't tolerate all that nonsense. So I took the leap of faith because at the end of the day, I know what I want, and
See what
having
you want.
10,
Go for what you
20,
want.
good, having 10, 20 women, you still need that one that 30 years from now, you can look back and say, listen, we would have built this together, we would have created all these memories, and
Mm-hmm.
that will help you to live a longer, happier life.
Okay. Boy, you just give us a whole essay, but I love it. Um, you guys, both of y'all said that we have options, that you have options. So I want to know, what was your deciding factor in choosing the person that you are currently married to? Like, of all the options that you had, how did you know, or what made you believe that this person was the one?
Well, all right. Let me say this. The type of person that I am, type of person that I am, let me know that she is the option for me. Because
Oh,
if I hear about yin and yang,
yeah.
Hmm.
you have to keep a balance, And I'm the type of guy like, um, I like to be in control of things most times. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? And she's the type of female that will let you know that, hey, it's not everything you have to be in control of. You understand? So you just have to find a balance in the female that you think you're gonna marry and see if it works out. Then yeah, that's how
So
you will know.
she was the yin to your yang.
Simple.
What about you, Rowan?
What's the question again? Sorry.
How did you know that your wife, was definitely for you? Of all the options that you had, what made you decide
Oh,
that this person was yours?
well, I was so what was the that factor, right? Well, for me, most men, they look for the big bottom and
Tip.
you know
Hey,
the glamour and the the hype, because
yeah,
we live in a society now where we tend to look on what is fake and not natural, what is not
yeah,
true.
yeah,
And my wife is, well, for me, I look on characteristics first of all.
Mm-hmm.
How you treat people, how you
treat
know
yourself.
how you treat yourself,
Yeah,
you know if you are somebody who is caring, honest, loving, if you respect me for who I am, if you accept me for, because we're not all perfect, we do have
Right,
faults, and
right.
you want that person that will accept you with all your faults and try to make you their number one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've dated girls that I I dated this girl one time, sex and nice. But she wasn't the type I would marry. While most men would marry her, I wouldn't
why?
because I don't think. Well, why? Her characteristics did not really match what I was
The
looking for.
marital type.
You
I
know,
understand what he's saying.
um, one night, all right, when we just started talking, one night, I think she went somewhere and she called me. She did something. I was like, this girl, she think I'm a fool. So I just started playing along. Yeah, but deep down, I wasn't going to continue with her because that was a red flag that that I will not take
You definitely don't want to see her
on,
next one.
A
right?
question. You
Yeah.
said deep down you knew that you would not go. You didn't want to go further with her. Did you break up with her like on spot?
No,
Because that's not. That, you know what? That's a problem that I have with you guys. You
But
know that you don't want the woman, or you're no
yeah.
longer interested in the woman, and you're still stringing these women along. Like why?
uh,
Why?
but all right.
Why?
I think she knew that at the end of the day because we both had different um motives, we had different characteristics, and so I think she also knew that this was, and there was just some things that well, she would say A, and then tomorrow she would say something that doesn't match what she
She's
said. So from day one, I was like, this girl is not being truthful, or this girl is not, what she was saying was not matching up, and so I just, cut it. I just moved on. So my wife, she's loving, she's caring, she's kind. She's one of the nicest person I've ever met. You know, and those traits are what I look for
yeah,
in a woman because you know you don't want to marry somebody who has big bottom and
Yeah.
sexy and all this, but
And
you know,
really, when you're marrying a woman, you need a woman to like if she gonna love you, she'll love you from her
yeah,
heart.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like basically what me I say, if she'll do something for you, she'll do it from her
from
heart.
the
She
heart,
not
yeah.
do it because she have to do it. You understand? Yeah.
Yeah, and sorry, and so yeah, I married her because of what she was offering me, and this wasn't about coming to America or money. No, it was just that stability and what she was offering to me,
right,
and I
Peace.
accepted that.
Just the peace.
right.
Yeah, Malika.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that the wives are loving what they're hearing right now. By the way, both Omar and Rohan's wife. Good job, guys. Anyway, I asked the wives this, and I have to ask you guys this as well. How long did your honeymoon phase last?
Ah,
What mean last? Sorry.
like
What do you mean? How
Yeah, you know that
long did it
honeymoon.
last?
yeah,
Um,
we just married and you know that
all
filter
right.
feeling.
Everybody know about
Yeah. Yeah.
right. You know that
Um,
cloud nine feeling. Married, can't believe that we're really married, and this
Yeah.
you can't do no wrong. Basically, feeling.
to be
How
to
long
be
did that last?
I don't know. Like to be honest, for me, I didn't think it lasts long because it's like as a man, it's like you just tell yourself, say, yo, it is what it is. You know what I mean? We don't make a big deal out of it and things. So maybe want the first 2, 3 days and then back to
No, man, Omar. Wait.
what?
3 days?
No, I'm telling you, like that's
Where's
how it is.
DD?
Yeah.
But listen, all
Oh
right,
yeah,
I'm
so you
Malika.
have to understand, right? Like
All
for a
right,
female, marriage is more exciting. You understand? So for me, I know what it is. For you, you might be in the honeymoon phase. How long are you married, Miss Malika?
10
five
years.
years.
Yeah, you could
Five
still be in
years.
your honeymoon phase. I'm telling you
You're
that.
saying as a man, you're that
You're doing
jittery,
this.
you can do no wrong feeling. Lasted up for about three days, Omar.
But all right, the thing
As
is,
I said,
Malika,
yeah,
hold on. You see, one of the misconceptions people take into marriage is that it will all be all cloud nine, up and
yeah, and
down, and
balloons and all that.
balloons and
No.
butterflies every single day. But that is far from reality
Mm-hmm.
because even the wedding night, most couples don't have sex because they are too tired. You know, so
So did
some
you
people.
guys? Did you
Sorry,
guys?
go
Did you
ahead.
guys? Did you guys?
Of course, of course,
No, but that's an ask
of
because
course,
yes.
Mm,
of
Omar,
course,
Omar, Omar,
yeah.
of
Omar,
course. You. What about
did
you? You
respond.
did you have sex on your wedding night? Did
Before,
you?
before and after.
you know,
Yeah.
Okay.
and so and when they realize that this thing will wear off soon, but it is up to you to try to keep it going
Yeah.
because after marriage, because the day after marriage, some people will go back to reset. Some people will go back. So sorry, some people will go on their honeymoon, but at some point you are going to lose that zest, that cloud nine feeling,
Yeah.
because
The
it
thing
is
is,
n- it is not a virtual game that you live
no,
on.
no, and
That's
man
it.
just deal with that quicker because when it comes to logical stuff, that's man thing. Fairy tale,
So,
as I said, you've been married 10 years, 5 years, you still could be in a
mhm.
honeymoon stage.
So
Tell
my
me what's right.
honeymoon, phase. Well, I did my honeymoon in Jamaica because I was still in Jamaica. My wife came down, we did in Jamaica, and it was good. You know, but after a while, you realize that we are still humans, and this feeling eventually will go away.
Amush.
But we still have to find ways to keep the love and the happiness going. Yeah.
Yes.
Them said 3 days because and I asked because like I remember after I got married, my husband was like, watch some, came off of the honeymoon itself and reach home and everything, and he was like, because we were staying at his first place, and he was like, oh, you don't have to hang out the clothes. I'll hang out the clothes, and I'm like, the one you see. And then after then after that, that wear off and I'm here hang out clothes and so, but
How long?
but
How long? How long? How long
4 years now.
no, like he like how long till afterwards that when I had to start. I don't even know,
One
but
week after.
it's not like no for me. Like even if I say I don't have to, like I'm still gonna try and do it. Like so
after?
yeah. But I'm not lie, don't make me feel away on behalf of all the wives. 3 days.
No, no.
I
Again,
think I have to actually on this afterwards because
Disclaimer: I
I
did
said
not
my
say
honeymoon
three.
phase lasted
I
after
did
like
not
at least
say
a
three
year.
days. I did not
Huh?
say three. I did not say
Oh,
3 days.
how long? Let me
So
answer
I
for
am
you,
protecting
Rohan.
myself.
You
I am
protecting them.
protecting myself.
yeah.
You're not answering how long it
But
lasted for
why
you.
you not saying anything, Ron?
No,
Uh,
man, we want to
Yeah.
know how long did your honeymoon phase
it
last?
lasted while it lasts.
Oh,
How
what
long
kind
is
of big
that?
secret this? No. Husbands tell all. We want to know.
Oh God.
So,
And that's one of the points I want to make clear from now. As a married couple, there are some things that you don't spill. You keep some things to yourselves. All right.
all right, sir. All right. Okay. All right. We'll take it. What was your first year? Because you said, Rohan, that you're married for one
Yeah.
year and 4 months now. Omar,
Yeah,
you're married for
man.
about a year now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what's what has the first year been like for you guys? And I know that's kind of a ambiguous or vague sort of a question because yeah, but generally speaking, what has your first year been like? Any
Uh,
adjustments? Is it all like smooth and buttery? What's it like for y'all?
all right. For me, and this is just my opinions, my my own opinions, right? My first year, as a married man, um, it was good. It was dull. It was like a trial, to see, you know, um, if this is something. I wouldn't say if this is something you want, but you are still learning about your wife and this new life that you are now living, because getting married, people will say, oh, don't change, but you are not the same person. You have to make life changing decisions that will benefit, impact your life and your partner's life and even your families. So my first year, it was good, but it was also we do have our issues and our challenges. But what I did, I learned more about my wife, because I am learning things about my wife now that I did not know. First of all, my wife, she has her ways. For example, when she's overworked, she tends to get stressed out, and then she will, turn that on me. So I now have to learn how to accept that. Because I know that when she's in that mood, I just give her space. I just, if she attacks me, I just know it's not coming from a place of hate.
Hold up,
But
hold up, hold up. Let the
And
people know you mean by attack, because
you know,
unless
like
people think you're
like
being
no no
beaten
no
up
no no
around
no no
here,
I'm not
yeah.
no,
So
I am
so
not.
make it
just
very clear.
When I
no,
say I'm attacked, I
basically
mean,
what Rowan is saying is you just have to be the sponge for your wife because she
yeah,
go through
yeah,
so much in the day and
yeah,
she really want to let it off, but who she really want to let it off and she can't do
mm,
it because to have dire consequences. You
you
understand?
know,
So you are the husband now. You have to just understand, so boy. And attack mean she not come blatant and blast, She will just come and just attack.
yeah, yeah,
That's all it is. You understand? That is when them say woman annoying.
you know,
You understand? But I wouldn't say annoying. It's not annoying. It's like yeah, but
and
that's what Mr. Rowan is saying.
yeah,
Um,
hold
this
up,
was a
and
very interesting word. They said you guys are the sponge. Coming
Yeah.
mhm,
back to your one, you said you
yeah,
guys are the sponge. But one would say, okay, your wife works. You're trying to be considerate of whatever she went throughout the day. But
Mm-hmm.
somebody would perhaps come to y'all's defense and say, but Una work too. So how does that work when, okay, you were at work, you were stressed, you're now home and you're coming home with all of this baggage, but I was also at work. So how does that work out?
listen, one person just has to remain strong. That's it. And in most cases, well, for me, I'm talking, for me, this is my own opinion. If I am having a bad day at work, as a matter of fact, I am a teacher, and Malika, you know this. Teaching in America is not easy. It is hard. So sometimes I come home, I'm just not here. Wife is here. Her day went bad. You know, you know, I would just put that away and just listen to what she said. Because for me, I would put her over me. That's what I'm saying. So I would basically put my body aside just to listen to what she's going through, and then after she's calmed down, I will probably say, "Hey, listen, my day wasn't so good either," and she will listen, and then we both talk about it, until we come to a place of peace and happiness.
Okay, that's a fair response. All right, so next question. Like I asked the wives, did anybody discourage you guys from getting married?
Yes,
Mm, for
Oh,
me,
talk about it,
no.
Ron. Omar said no, Ron said yes.
I said
Ron,
no.
Omar, you said
Well,
no, just no, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't get any discourage. No.
so for
Okay.
me, yes. I probably. Sorry.
Guys, by the way, if you hear something in my background, I'm not sure if you're hearing something in my background. I
Mm-hmm.
totally forgot to turn off my washing machine and it's going haywire right now.
Now,
But yeah,
assuming your
Okay,
husband will not hang out on the clothes, right?
I mean, we don't have to hang out again. So we're wash and dryer, but yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
all right, well,
but yeah, Ron, people
yeah,
discouraged you.
yeah, I was this
How would
well.
that go?
It wasn't from my family. It was like a friend of mine that I've known for years. He was like, these girls in America, you married and come foreign after why them change and you this and that and you won't can go anywhere and I was like, you really don't know my wife. You live in a different part
yeah.
of the world. You're
Man,
not
it's
married
what
to
hearsay.
an American. You're listening, you're talking based on hearsay, as what we
Mm-hmm.
Jamaican call it, or what people, are what you see in the American society, And so he was pretty much trying to discourage me. My wife, she's doing her PhD now, and he was like, "What if your wife don't want kids?" And I was like, "You didn't even listen to what I'm saying. You're making all these accusations and all these conclusions based on what you would have, seen in society." And so I explained to him, and I did not listen. Well, I didn't um listen. I got married to my wife, and we are happily married for 1 year, for 3 months. So, yeah.
I won't lie though. I've heard that narrative before that when you get married to, especially American women, um, they're going to beat you after a while. They start beat you. I've heard that
Yeah,
before.
yeah, yeah, we will have
Beat you and all sorts of thing.
yeah, we heard that, but I've never seen it. I don't know if it's
I've
true.
never seen it
I I
either.
I've
I,
never
I,
seen or
I
heard
have
it.
never seen it.
People like to
You know?
live off speculations, and that's all I know.
Yeah.
So until they're in the situation themselves, they will know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, and I say this all the time, I think it's too easy to just be negative and not have
Mhm.
like an open mind about things. So it's easy for somebody to say, "Boy, your wife are gonna beat you up after a while," these American ladies or whatever.
And the
As
thing
I
is,
said, they've never been in this situation before. Yeah,
and the thing is that in America here, man shot, you know,
Whole
woman
lot.
want man,
Whole lot.
So I don't think, this American woman find a Jamaican man will mistreat him, because at
Yeah,
the
I
end
don't.
of the day, I think she would want to more to protect him, make him, feel comfortable, because she doesn't want to lose him, because, one shot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
sorry, I put my thing on mute. Are you guys still dating your wives?
What do you mean
Still
by
fun and
dating? Explain.
dining your lovely ladies?
What do you mean, like we go
As
out
much
for
as
dates and so forth?
before you get the woman, you're doing all these wonderful things.
Of course,
You're
of
doing all these
course.
wonderful things to get the girl.
Then,
And
then if you don't,
I hope the
if you
wives
don't, if
can
you
back up
don't,
what you guys are saying.
if you don't date your wife, right? How is she gonna feel happy? How is she gonna stay happy? Huh? You have to go out on dates, do the thing, same thing that you were doing before in the courting era. Do it again.
Yeah.
Continue to do it. Why stop?
Rowan, no, it look like you're not dating your wife, so you start scratch your chin.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so.
You know, honestly, last night we went on a little date, so it wasn't. And you see, this is one of the things that most people, when they get married, they believe that they must stop doing what they were doing in
Doing
the
before.
courting
Yeah.
stage, because I've got the prize, I have won, so there's no need to continue playing, or continue, and that's one mistake, because what you were doing to get your partner,
So just you mislead. Yeah, send her misleading signals and all of that. That's
yeah,
what you do it.
don't
Yeah.
stop,
That's all.
because and the simple things, they matter. It doesn't
So
have
true.
to be a dinner at give me a name of an expensive restaurant. I
Listen,
don't know them. you know,
a date night could dating could even include you and your wife home, right?
yeah.
Egg and bread sandwich.
You know,
Watch a
one
Mixing
movie
even
together.
and we sit down and
yeah,
watch TV. That's all.
Yeah.
You
one
know,
even I came
you
from
know,
work.
big, you
One
know,
even I
big, you know.
one even I came from work. I was tired, and she said, "Babe, let's go and walk." I did not want to go and walk because I was so tired.
Right.
But I put on I was still in my work clothes. She was still in her work clothes. We walked in the subdivision. We held hands, and it
Felt
wasn't much, but it was relaxing and it was
mm-hmm.
calm. It was loving. And those simple things, they matter because you just walking, you are making your bond stronger.
Yeah, that's what keep a
You know,
relationship going.
you
Those
know,
things.
you don't need to be going to this fancy restaurant and no, just
Hmm.
be creative and just continue being that loving goofy person you were at the
Yeah.
initial stage. Because so as most people as they get married, oh, I'm this macho man, and I'm this no, yes, time and place for everything. You need to know when to be, a leader, when to, let the wife take the lead,
Lead.
when to be loving, when to be right? So you have to know when to switch up your role to keep things going.
I can definitely speak. Well, I hope I can speak for some women when we say we do appreciate the simple things. As you said, just a walk around the place, little egg sandwich Omar, and we
Mm.
do appreciate those things. And we do have our different love languages. By the way, do you guys know what your wives' love languages are?
Pretty
Yes.
much.
What?
Yes.
What?
Pretty
What?
much. Pretty
Well,
much.
I think my wife has three.
Okay.
I think she has three or two, but I know two for certain. She loves gifts and she loves attention. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What about
And
you, Omar?
I must say, his wife is my wife's sister.
I was gonna say it at the end or
And
somewhere. Yes, so brothers-in-law.
and and pretty much they're basically the same. Attention and gifts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Attention, gifts.
But
Yeah.
mostly attention. Trust me.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mostly attention. I think,
Mostly
like, I can
attention.
say for me, I'm quality time. I love quality time, and I
That's
think
it.
a
Yes,
lot of
and
women are
time,
the same
That's
thing.
it. That's what
Yeah,
I actually
time,
mean by
and time,
attention.
time.
Yeah.
Those
yeah,
three,
Quality
quality
time.
time.
those three are my wife. Yes,
Yeah. Heather in the
yes.
comment said, "You're the husband. Them come true." We
Yeah,
love to
man.
see it. That's why I was so excited to have the men on because we women we always talk about these things, but it's really nice having the men here talking about their experience as married men, married Jamaican men at that. Big up on yourself. Um, would you say that marriage is an accomplishment?
Ooh.
Um, I would say yes.
Ooh,
I would say marriage is an accomplishment, especially if
okay,
you're married to the person that you think you can see life with 40 years down the line,
right.
right? So,
It's a flex.
yeah. So, definitely, marriage is an accomplishment.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rowan, what about you?
So that's a really good question. I'm going to add to what Omar said and disagree and agree with some of what he
Okay, you're
said.
on the fence.
I would say no, no. And why am I saying that?
Mm-hmm.
Marriage is the initial phase, but it is what you accomplish after. Yeah, right. So yes, you get married because some people get married today, and by
Yeah,
next week they are unhappy. Oh, I made a mistake. I did
that's
that.
true.
I don't want to get married again. My wife can't have sex good. My wife can't cook. My husband is worthless.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So it is. The reality is that it is what you accomplish after. It is how you work out your faults, how you try to get over all those hurdles and challenges. So for me, it is how you handle your marriage, how you try to make your marriage happy, lasting. For me, is the real accomplishment.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, basically, what you're saying, Mr. Rowan, is
yeah,
basically that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
It's just that you break it up differently.
Nah,
Mhm.
because the thing is,
Yeah,
you know,
but to me,
So
it's
you're
an
both you both have the
accomplishment.
same
the
point.
thing is, you
Yeah,
know, marriage
it's an
hard.
accomplishment because, as what he was saying, accomplishing something doesn't mean it has to be financially. It could
Mm-hmm.
even be finding your own self,
Oh, I love that.
being married.
I
I'm
love
telling
that.
you that. You
Yeah.
understand? So yeah, it's a very good accomplishment for me.
Because the reality is that, you know, most people when they get married, it's like, oh yes, I'm married now. I have on this ring. I can show off. And listen, I'm going to tell the world this from now because this is worldwide, right? Most people that you see, you know, that is married and
Them not happy.
showing out, they are not happy. They are miserable. They are sad. They are unhappy.
Them
They
not happy.
wish they had a different
Most
option,
is
a
a
different
strong
route
word,
out.
though.
Huh?
Most is
True,
a strong
some.
word.
True.
Use
Let me
some.
correct. Some.
Yeah.
Some.
Some.
Some. And these, and ironically, these are the people, um, you know, people, well, these are the couples, you know, people will see and say, well, I want to be like them and I want to have their marriage goals without even knowing that these people, they're miserable.
Mm-hmm.
You
More than
understand what
miserable.
I'm saying? You know, they're miserable. You know, and so marriage is not a game. You know, it's not something that you can take up today and put down tomorrow. For
Mm-hmm.
some, they can, you know,
Marriage is a
because
task.
you know it's a tedious process, right? It is something that you have to continuously engage and work on and try to make it better.
It's a task.
You
Just
know,
like you gotta work and work for your people, them are same as with your marriage. You have to work
exactly.
on it.
Who I
Have to
was,
work on it.
who I was yesterday to my wife, I probably have to make a change. You know, my wife will say, I don't like when you say that. So I say, okay, so I will stop saying this. I won't say that tomorrow, you know? So it
Mm-hmm.
is a
It's
working
definitely
process.
effort.
It is
True.
it takes endless effort,
Mm.
you know,
True.
and I do believe that well, you do have a role to play in making your partner happy. Even though your partner, they have to make them, well, you know, they
Do the
have to make
same thing.
themselves happy,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
you do have a part and a role to play to make your partner feel happy,
Yeah.
comfortable,
Yeah.
and you know, so
And then know them have somebody behind them. You
you
understand?
have to exactly, you know, you have to continuously finding ways to make this thing go because marriage, listen, marriage is a car and you are the engine,
You have to
you know,
keep
and so
working.
you take care of yourselves and
Yeah.
your partner will know, you will decide how, you know, long your marriage will last.
True. True.
Sound words. Sound words. So, guys, is there anything though? I hear you guys speaking about the effort that you have to put into marriage. And I hear you guys also, complimenting your wives and saying good things about them. Is there anything that you do miss about being single though? Be honest.
What a
Be
question.
honest. Why not laugh so? I
Oh
want to hear the
God.
That's
truth.
something we,
I never gave a joke just now, so I want to
there's this
know.
thing that says, plead the fifth, right? I'm saying from now, I plead the fifth.
Well, um, for me, there's a lot of things. No, let me scratch that. There's not a lot of things I should say that I miss being single. But
Hmm.
but the few that I miss, them precious. You understand? But
Like,
yeah,
is there anything
sometimes.
that y'all can share? Like that you actually like name one of the things that you actually miss.
All right. let me tell you, like I miss like being somewhere and oh my god, no. I
You
miss
say your
like
wife,
being
your
like
wife was just like,
basically
what are they doing? So come
basically
on.
I'm a type of guy like this. Like when I'm somewhere, wherever I am, I don't like to be bothered. You understand? And
Okay.
even though I know she's just doing her wifely duties, trying to know where her husband is and all of that. You know what I mean? Sometimes I miss, not the person calling down and where you at? Where you at? Where there? What time? Yeah, this, what time? Yeah,
You mean
that.
actually caring for you? Because
Yeah,
that's
I
what it is.
understand what you're
It's called
saying.
caring for you.
Yes, I know what you're saying, but I'm saying that's what some of that, as I said, I like to be when I'm somewhere by myself. I just like to be there. I don't like to be bothered. I don't like to be.
Yes. So,
Um, but
where
it's
are
just
you? What are you doing? You're good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. To me, it makes me feel like whatever would I say? Yeah, watch me. But honestly, me know you just a check on me to know my whereabouts and all of that. You
Yeah,
understand?
because if anything happened to you on the road, your
Yeah.
wife will be able to tell the police, he was at X spot.
But you know what I mean? Come, hey, I'm here. 5 hours later, I'm gonna still be at the same place. That's me.
So how about hold on? If you know your wife is like that,
hmm
why not like if you know you're gonna be at a particular spot? Let's say you go to work and she knows that you're at work, but then you're going somewhere after work. Why not just send her a text or call her straight up to say, I'm gonna be X spot for a little bit, so don't expect me until about 10 o'clock. Like just so
That's
she
the
can have an
thing.
idea, and so maybe she won't have to call.
That's the thing. If I'm going somewhere else, I will tell her. You
Okay,
understand?
but you
I
still
would.
call to find out if you're okay.
Yeah.
D, stop calling. Where's D?
But yeah, there's a lot of things a man miss about being single. You know what I mean? A lot
Yeah,
of things that we can't even say, but just have to make it be like
Rowan already sent plead the fifth.
yeah. Well,
Well,
I'm not gonna be like Ruan and
I
plead the
would
fifth,
say,
you know.
well,
Yes, Rowan.
I
Rowan,
would
go
say
ahead.
just a simple thing. Like for me, I'm not the person who will party or go bars, go drink. I like to one of my relaxing vibe is just to chill, scroll through TikTok, watch a few videos, memes. And so, after a long day of work, that's how I kind of, you know, reconnect and just let go and just
Mhm.
try to rejuvenate. I just lie down,
And you're
scroll
unable
through
to do that as
TikTok.
a married man.
As a married man, sometimes boy hard man, as a come in, your wife want to talk to you, sometimes, she
Yeah,
want
baby.
cuddle,
Yo,
she
Ruan,
has said, boy, you're too much on
Ruan,
your phone, but hold on, but she doesn't know that you are just trying to just, relax, so
Relax.
that's one thing I kind of miss, because
I think Omar had a
your
very good
wife,
point
your
on
wife is, at least like, my wife, she loves that, yeah.
QC, quality time. Remember me tell you, QT, I should say. But yeah, just that. Me have the remedy for you in a Ruan. So after the year, I'll tell you what to do. So you'll have all the time you need. All
And
right, my
so,
friend.
no man. So other men are on the thing want to hear what the remedy is.
No, because no, if I say the remedy, you understand? You know, I
The
gotta
wife's
understand,
going
and
no.
then the wife I gonna know and just still do what we don't want to know to do. I just like to keep for the little time,
Okay, you guys making it sound now like marriage is a hold down because you guys know a lot of men would say, I don't want to get married because I'm not ready for them time me down or hold me down.
but,
Is marriage a
but,
hold down?
hold on, Malika.
No,
Hold on. What I just said has nothing to do with hold on. No.
I'm just being
You know,
no,
mischievous.
it was
marriage
just,
is
those
not
are
a hold
simple
on.
things, that, and we all do have our own,
Opinion and things.
opinions and, our little problems. But for me, that's just a minor, so it's not a whole done for me,
Mhm.
No,
you know.
marriage.
So
All right.
hold on. So please to correct your statement because our wives are watching.
Listen.
No, man. No, you understand what Malika is saying, you know. You see me? I understand. Marriage is not a hold on.
No,
You understand?
it's not. It's not.
As I say, it's a partnership for life.
Mm-hmm.
It don't just work through life. And I want to remember one thing when being married. Remember, your wife had a life before, and you also did have a life before. You
Right.
understand? Some of the things in a fair life, she gonna stop that in about. She have to have a life for herself. While you have to do your thing same way. So when I have to have that thing that going, marriage is not a
Mm-hmm.
hold on. I wanna have to have an understanding like, hey, sit down your wife or your husband. This was me. This is what I was doing to progress in life before I met you. Right?
Right.
Likewise with the wife, I don't do anything, I don't talk on it. You I was watching the interview the other day with my wife and she said, yeah, it would chill like she in half for the house and me in the next half for the house.
Wait, wait,
Like
wait, 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 wait,
that's how
wait,
it is.
wait. You say you watched the interview with your wife, and
Yeah.
you hear that your wife said that she still feels like she's in the honeymoon phase, and you come here and
Yeah.
you listen to your wife, and you hear she say she's still in the honeymoon phase. You come and say in about 3 days
But
after you're done with the honeymoon
that
phase.
means Amar is doing something good.
Ah,
That means Amar
Yeah.
is doing something good.
But I'm saying for me as a man, I am more logical. You understand? So
Amar knows the
I
time
know
of a
what it
boy.
is. I just know, yo, I'm going to be married. We're gonna work together
mm-hmm.
for the rest of our life. You understand?
Okay. I was
Until
just being shady, by the way.
yeah. Yeah, man. But
Um.
marriage is not old though.
Okay.
Marriage is actually good for you. All of
Good for your
the
bones.
man they want to have 10, 14 woman. Marriage actually good so you can make you focus on one somebody. Financially, you're good with
Mm.
marriage. Trust me.
Makes more sense.
You understand? So marriage is not a hold up. It's actually what do you call it? A step up.
Okay. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
You guys have been making some nice little, yeah, phrases and expressions I'm like. I like that.
yeah.
I have like I think two more questions for you guys. So would you say what would you say is a deal breaker for you all? Like what would cause you to because and when I ask the women this, I think I already know that women are gonna say, oh, if my husband cheats, I'm gonna leave him. But for the men, I really want to hear from you guys because I feel like I've seen where men just leave a good woman. The woman is a woman that we know wash, cook, and clean for the man and do everything for the man, and then a man will just leave a good woman. So I want to know. Natasha said, "Omar, you are not convincing though. You are saying although you are saying the right thing." Anyway, I want to know,
That's
guys.
what I'm saying. I'm saying the right thing.
Yeah, they're saying that you're just being politically correct, but you're not
Yeah.
convincing enough.
Okay.
Um, yeah. What would cause you guys to actually want to leave your wife? I'm not saying anything present in your relationship right now, but like in the future, what's something that you would say this is definitely a deal breaker? I wouldn't want to be with my wife again should this happen.
Uh, for me, cheating is one.
Mm-hmm.
So that is one, and I have two. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And the next thing will be like a lack of affection.
Hmm. I'm thinking because you just said you don't like to be bothered, and her calling you while you're on the road is affection. So, how that go?
No, to me that is not affection.
It's
But
a
anyway, to me that is not affection.
or wait. Sorry, sometimes my brain's slow now. Affection. Are you speaking like intimately, like lack of intimacy?
Intimacy, yeah, intimacy,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
lack of intimacy.
So tomorrow, if something should medically go wrong with your wife and the doctor have to sew up her lady parts,
No, that's very, very, very much understandable because she have a
okay,
medical issue. But if
okay, okay,
you're 100% healthy,
and you're
right?
just
I feel day
unwilling,
in, day out, you understand, and not me now going down the road, like, you know,
okay, that would make you want to leave.
I mean, yeah, why?
Yeah. Well, I think the women appreciate hearing this.
Yeah,
Rowan, what about you?
Well, for me, if she cheats, I wouldn't just leave, but it, all right, it's not easy to walk away from marriage, because when you are invested, in someone, it's really hard to walk away. But at some point, you have to know when to let go if you're not happy. And
Mm-hmm.
so, if she cheats, I'll probably try work it out, probably. But if
Wow.
it is something I cannot work out, you just call it,
I think you're the first
and
man I
just
hear
move
really
on.
say that you would try to work it out.
oh,
Yeah, because honestly, as a
we
Oh,
go,
we
start
don't agree.
no, hold on. Let me explain. I listen. I would say, all right, 2 3 years ago, I would have, was saying the same thing as Amar, gone, but you know, you have to look at it differently, seeing that you're now married. You understand what I'm saying? Because I have been living with my wife for 1 year. I'd invested, I was spending so much time trying to get her, and it's really hard to just move on and to forget about all of that, right? So if it is something that we can fix, I can try. If not, I move on. Next thing, first of all, if I'm not getting sex, that's what Omar said. I'm gone, because I'm gone. So what I'm saying, I'm gone. So I do agree
anyone,
with Omar on that
anyone
one.
at all. That's why
You know,
I'm
because if I'm not getting sick, I am not going to look sick somewhere else.
So it's not if she not cook, it's not if she not cleaning,
Or-
but
And
if she's not
and so I would
running.
put so
this.
hold on. So I would say there's an umbrella with all those things, respect, affection, her behavior changes, her characteristics, she changed. So if my wife is not the same person that I, married, and she decided to switch up, and she's now this, stay out late, I'm going to say, hey, what's going on?
But
Because we
changes
weren't
do
this.
occur though, because people do change.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you must change for
the better,
the better, and
not for the
your
worse.
change must benefit your marriage. It shouldn't be bringing down your marriage.
True.
Because if my wife is somebody who's caring, right, I will expect you to be caring. You know, what's the point of me getting married? You are caring and respectful towards me. Then 2 3 years after, you start to treat me like crap.
Mm,
There's no more respect. Why am I going to stay in that marriage? I'm going to move on.
okay.
It's because I'm not somebody who looks on the big bottom man looks and
That's
those things in this.
just the
Listen,
individual who you are.
that does not work for me. It is your characteristics, your traits, who you are as an individual. So if my wife is not the same person that I got married to, no,
Mm-hmm.
because I listen, I love peace of mind. I love peace of mind. That's me. You know, um as I said, my wife is very kind, and that's what I love about her. She's very helpful,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one of the things I admire about her. Because for me, I'm very, and like, people who really know me, they know that I am very kind and I'm very helpful. I treat people with love and respect, and that's one thing I look for in my partner,
Wife as well. I get it.
right? Because I just, love when somebody is just really kind and helpful. You
But I'm
know,
like Natasha in the
Also,
comments.
yeah,
Natasha
you
man.
know.
said she changed because you change and communication is super important.
Sorry, what did she say?
She said that your wife would change because you changed and communication is super important. And
And
that's
that's
true.
true.
Sometimes
And
women do
inside said,
work
if
out
it
their
is something I can work out, I will. You know, I will work it out. But if it is something I cannot work out, I will move on, because we do change, but the change should be
For the better.
for the better, to benefit your marriage. You
Benefit
know,
phone.
for example, I don't like women that bleach. So if my wife decided to start bleach, I'm gonna say, "Yo, wagwan," and she said that's her new look. My God,
Can't work with that.
no, that's not something I will work with. You
Okay.
understand?
That no womanly, that look,
You know, that's
you
one
know,
thing. That's
Granny.
where I
kind of funny,
draw
yeah,
the line.
like,
I don't like women that not that I'm saying I put them down, but for me, a woman that bleach is not my type.
mm-mm.
Okay.
To me, you
You
not have
know,
no self-respect. So if you
you
don't
know.
respect yourself, you're not gonna have nothing for me.
So if
Yeah,
my
yeah.
wife, she decides to start bleaching her skin, and I said, hey, listen, I don't like that. Please stop. And she said, oh yeah, I'm not gonna stop. Well, that is going to cause problems in my marriage. If we were having sex and all of a sudden, you know, it kind of get, limited to say, hey, what's going on? We can communicate as what Natasha
It's
said. We
happening.
talk about it,
Mm-hmm.
because communication in marriage is very
It's a yeah,
important.
man, it's a key thing.
And I don't like to listen. I hate to say, oh man, this and no people, because we tend to genderize and generalize and say, oh man and no people, right? People tend to jump to conclusions without even knowing what is really going on, and then when it's too late to fix, that's a problem. If you realize that your wife is probably not giving you enough, find out what is going on first before you start cheating. Say, hey, wife, listen, we used to have sex 3 times for the week. No, it's not even what's going on. Probably she's sick, or probably she's stressed. Probably she's not free. No, what can you do? So communicate with your wife.
Okay. Um, Last question, guys. What advice? And you guys have been giving advice right throughout this live, by the way. But just
Mhm.
leaving.
I hope
What?
you're taking some, Miss Malika.
Huh?
I hope you're taking a lot.
Take it. What from you guys?
Advice. Yeah, man, I hope you're taking
Come
some.
on, we're all listening to you guys as men and learning
Natasha
from
Brooks
you all.
says, or when men get affection, they go. Listen, and that's what I'm saying. Even women, they have a good man and they still go,
Mm,
right? So we need to stop genderize and saying, man, no. People will cheat even though they are in a happy marriage.
mm-hmm.
But something have to cause a person to cheat.
No, no.
I tell her
At
that.
times, no, no. At times, listen. At
Me, I tell
times,
her
no,
that.
Omar. And at times, no. Some people are just listen. At
Mm.
times, nothing has to happen for someone to cheat. Nothing.
That's sure.
Like some people are just stuck in their ways, and that's it.
That
You
me,
I
I
know?
don't
tell
think
her
that's the thing
something.
with women though. Like most
Hmm?
women,
Huh?
I think with women though, I know they always said for a man, no,
Girl, no for
nothing has
man
to
cheat.
happen. But for most men, for most
Girl,
women, I think for women who do, it has to be something. Most women, I would want
no.
to believe.
Listen, people will just be stuck in their ways. All right. Women are. A woman will listen to her friends talk and say, hey, listen, I met this guy and da 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 da. And she said, but even though her marriage is good, she gonna say, but my husband do this, you do that. And boom, she cheat. No reason.
Me, I tell her no.
No reason.
There's a reason. Cause
Yeah.
your husband not do it.
But did she talk to her husband?
She didn't. That's what I tell you. There's a reason why she
Ah.
do it.
But did she talk
She
to her
didn't.
husband? No.
No, but you're still Ron. I get what Omar is saying. You're still proving
Yeah.
his point to say that there has to be a
Uh,
reason.
I,
Reason. Yeah,
If
that's
you
what
don't
I'm
want
saying.
right, yeah, it has
Cause
to be a
if
reason.
me and my wife married, I'ma just walk out the road
mm,
and cheat. So
yeah.
I must mad, me mad. Something.
No, no.
Right.
Listen,
Some
some
man
people.
mad for
All right,
two, Omar.
all right.
Some
Yeah.
man mad for two. Some
No,
Nah,
I'm not
man.
gonna. No, no, I'm
Nah,
not
man.
gonna
That
say that.
means the
No,
way you have a
no.
yard no good to you. Where you have a yard no good to you. That's why you
All
have
right,
to
all right.
Ooh,
road.
Listen,
Natasha made a good
all
point
right.
just there.
Listen.
She said
You
you cannot
understand?
tame a cheater. The full package right there, and they still don't know nothing and throw everything you have away. That's a very good and strong point, Natasha. Natasha, I love all you're in the comment section, by the way. Love it.
What did she
And
say?
she made a good point. She says you cannot tame a cheater, the full package, right?
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. If somebody listen, I saw this guy. He's Brazilian, I think, singer, and he got married, I think, Saturday. And the Tuesday, he died. How did he die? He was cheating, and his wife was coming to the room, and he went on the balcony and he fell. He got
Mm.
married like 2 or 3 days after. It's
Natasha,
just in him to cheat. So
Natasha,
some man
we
just they
strongly
just cheat and
disagree
that's
with
it.
you.
You know, and that's it. Some
Mm.
women they will just cheat and that's it. There's no reason for them. They
I
just
think
it's
the
just
whole
in
cheating
them.
thing can actually become a whole different topic. We can talk
True.
about that whole cheating thing
Yeah,
for like hours. Like I don't think we have enough time to really sit down and flesh out the whole. And maybe I can invite you guys on another time to really zoom in on that, especially when we have more women to back me up. And
She says, you would change because you would change. Yeah, I
um
don't. No.
and
guys, what
Natasha,
advice would you give to men out there who are afraid of getting married?
if you're afraid of getting married, I mean, you're afraid of making a life better. It's just that
Whoa.
you'd be afraid of
True.
starting your own business. Because you hold
Mm.
back yourself. You understand? You just have to take a step. You see what it is. If it doesn't work out for you, it doesn't work out for you. That's all I can say.
Mm.
Mhm.
Rowan, what's your advice?
I do agree with Amar. If you are afraid to get married, and people are just naturally just don't want to get married, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
if you are afraid, there's no need, you know. But my advice, and I will talk for both men and women, ensure that you choose the right person because the person that you will marry can either ruin your life or benefit
Will
you,
do. Mm-hmm.
you know. So and I'm saying this because marriage is a serious thing. The person you decide to spend the rest of your life with, to have kids with, can either ruin you forever or
Right.
make you a better person. So choose
Mhm.
wisely. Don't choose this girl because you know her bottom big and instead of vagina fat and no,
Yeah, yeah.
no. Choose characteristics that you know will
Make
help you
your
as
life
a
better.
man and your life better. All right?
Trust me.
And take time to know your partner. Yeah.
Nothing happen
Okay.
overnight. Trust me. Just take time, as Mr. Rowan said.
And the question is marriage worth the hype? That's the last question. Is it worth the hype?
I
Yes or no?
mean, yeah, are you for answer without
Uh,
explanation? Just give a yes or no.
yeah.
No, no,
Mm, yeah.
no, no. For me, it's a no. Marriage not worth
No.
it.
Me not
No.
understand or no. I don't understand you guys because you guys literally just said if somebody's afraid to get married, they're afraid of bettering themselves. So marriage, you
No,
should be saying yes, basically.
no,
But
not because we said that means say we're gonna say, oh yeah man, come over where marriage boat then.
Okay, okay, okay,
Marriage not worth
okay.
the hype, as a lot of people put it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't.
Okay.
all right.
The only thing hype about marriage is the wedding.
And that's true. Is marriage worth the hype? I do agree. No. Um, it is what you make of your
Is what
marriage.
you make
Mhm.
sure.
You know, because as Amar said, the hype is yes, me I get married, and that's the easy part. You know, yeah, I get
Natasha, what?
married, and you know,
Natasha said, Omar, mind it up.
Omar, that's the easy part. You know, the only moon and the this and the that, but
Yeah.
the
You
hype
know, you know,
will
you know.
come after. You know, and it is how you will handle.
Listen, the
You
only
know,
part
so,
about marriage, like say even years into marriage, is just that you know you marry a nice woman and
yeah.
your woman nice.
Mm-hmm.
You have an elegant woman. You're not afraid to show her out. That only really nice thing about marriage in the long run.
Natasha
Yeah, I
said,
mean,
men leave more. Sorry. Do you agree or disagree, Omar?
yeah?
Natasha Brooks says, men leave more. Do you agree or disagree?
Men leave more.
Yeah.
Yeah, no easier to leave.
I strongly disagree. Woman quicker for a woman is more quicker to go.
I agree with Natasha.
I
Many
agree with
reasons.
Natasha.
One, we have more men in the world, for one, and
You have
men they
more what?
have more. You have more
There's more
men
female
versus
than male in this world.
true. Yes, you have more female. Sorry, my
Okay.
bad. So men they have more options. That's
Man
that's
have
what I
more
want to
option,
say.
but
They have
female
more
leave
options.
faster.
I no, I think men will
Men
leave
leave
more. I
quicker.
think men will leave more. But all right,
Quicker.
women are more um emotional, and worse if a child is involved, they will want to say, "Listen, I'm going to stay because of my
But you,
child."
Omar and Natasha have to
You
go in
know,
our
you know,
boxing ring, because
you know,
Let's
yeah,
say.
Men will women will say, "Boy, have a child, you will stay because a man will just gone," and that's just reality.
Yeah, and
It will
to
just
me,
gone.
if a man say something happen between a relationship, right, and you feel like you can work it out, and say the woman get up and gone, to me, she never love you. To begin with, likewise with the man.
mhm,
You feel me? And say, well, uh,
yeah.
the woman
Oh
leave
God.
man faster in a
But men
relationship.
live
Every
faster.
relationship.
Men live faster.
That's it.
Men, yeah, and men will give up faster. Women will try to stay based on many situations. You know,
Mm,
You
because
know,
first of all, man short,
everyone,
so she don't want to
everyone,
accept all that.
me
You
just
know,
remember something, and me I take back my talk.
yeah.
But I strongly
Men will
agree
leave.
with you just now.
Men will leave
Yeah.
okay.
faster because
Change your mind.
So, Miss Natasha, I am sorry.
because
Natasha win the match.
Yeah. No, sir.
um, guys, I really want to wrap this up because I know you guys have things to do. Hence why we did this so early in the first place. But thank you guys for coming on. And I want to say, so we've met Omar's wife, Dee. We haven't met Rohan's wife, but I can say that they're both lovely human beings. They're married to two beautiful women, beautiful inside and out. And I hope that they continue to treat them the way that they deserve to be treated, which is, in the best way possible. Before we wrap up though, Omar, Omar, Rohan
yeah.
has a book
Oh
that he
yeah,
is, you have the book with you, sir?
long time.
Right, that he is selling, and I want you guys to listen, because maybe your mother used to say, brother, somebody will need this book. Put it up
Angle,
closer to
yeah,
the, yeah,
yeah.
we can see it now. Yeah, talk about
Yeah.
it a little
Okay.
bit, Rohan.
So this book, I wrote this book is called Food, Nutrition and Health Workbook for CSEC students. So for those who teach food and nutrition are the subjects involved in home economics. So both students and teachers, they must compile a portfolio. So this book has portfolio pieces for your food and nutrition portfolio. It has, I think, 13 topics with 6 pieces of work, and each pieces of work involves practical, which you must have. So it is
Mhm.
easy. All you do, you just take out the page, do your work, your teacher grades it, and you put it inside your portfolio. Your portfolio can be completed in less than 2, 3 days. You're done. So this book is a lifesaver. It's a game changer, and it is here to make teachers and students' life easier
Easier.
when compiling your portfolio. There's no need to hassle trying to get work to give your students. No, encourage your students to buy this book, and as a teacher, doing your portfolio or getting your students work will be hassle free.
Amen.
So it is
Thank
Food and Nutrition and Health Workbook by Ron Summon.
All right, guys, and I'll put when this video is over, I'll try to edit the description and I'll put the contact details as to how you can reach out to Ron and get one of these books. Heather, I was bigging up Natasha a lot, but Heather, I saw you in the comments
Thank you,
as well.
child of God. She's giving a big up on my book. Thank you. Thank you, Natasha.
Oh, you have that book. That's nice. So see somebody is attesting to that book.
Who was it?
Um that is very this is a very useful book. That's really good.
Who was
That's
that?
really
Who was
good.
it?
Oh, somebody's saying Nurse D. Voila, not anyway. Anyway, Nurse
I
D.
mercy.
Nurse D. Why Nurse
Night
D is so
nurse.
guys? The joke is Nurse D is Omar's wife.
Oh
Nurse
God.
D said, "What advice would they give a newly married person or somebody getting married?" We did talk about people getting married, but what advice do you give a newly married person? Woo. Hi, Leonie. Yes, you're late, but you can't always watch it when we finish. Yeah. What advice would you guys? Dina, easy, no?
Uh, all right. What advice would I give a newly married person? Do not be quick to throw in the towel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and try to um work out your problem because for every problem there is a solution. Find a solution,
Mm,
work it
that's
out, move on. If there
that's
wasn't
true.
a solution, then it's not a problem.
I think
Find
Nurse
a
D wants to hear from
solution.
her husband, though.
You know, go
Basically,
ahead, Omar.
I'm basically gonna say the same thing. You understand? I mean, me and Nurse D, we have ups and downs. At the end of the day, one of we might vex, somebody might feel like somebody wrong, but one of we out of either party come to, and put it to a squash and say, hey, this is what it was. But that's something you have to work on. So don't go in marriage expecting butterfly,
Yeah,
chocolate milk, and roses. You
yeah.
understand?
No,
It's a
no,
task, as I said earlier. It's a task.
process.
You have to work on it. You
Well, I have a
understand?
question. They always say don't go to when you're getting married. They always have an advice, a piece of advice where they say don't go to bed vex.
Go on your video, man.
You guys, what you
No,
Go
say?
on your video. Go on your
Say by
video.
your bed.
listen. That is true. That is true. That is so true. Don't go to bed vexed.
Do you
Do
guys go to
not.
bed vex? Is the question.
Yes, I did.
Yes,
Didn't feel like
yes.
talk, but not gonna talk.
I'm.
Me go on
I'm
bed.
not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say no. I don't. But most of the times, even if I'm the one who was wrong and my partner vex,
Mm-hmm.
when I go to bed, I make sure say, me hug you up. So say
Oh,
me there same way
yeah, yeah,
regardless of
yeah,
the argument. We vex tomorrow when the two of we wake up back. You
yeah,
understand? Uh,
Is it- If
anything can happen in that moment and night. You understand?
yeah,
And
yeah.
just because your vexation, me over here sir suffer, or you over there sir suffer, I'm not paying no mind because I'm vexed. You understand? So never go
Oh,
to bed vexed.
you
okay.
can still vex and still love your wife, but like if my
Yeah.
wife and I we are upset and me I go on bed vex because if I don't feel like talking, but that doesn't mean if something is wrong in the middle of the night, I'm gonna say, oh, I'm vexed, I'm now going to attend to her. No,
Run me
you
down
know,
to my bed vexed.
me I go on bed. If I don't feel like talking, I'm gonna go to my bed,
I don't know if you night
and then
out.
tomorrow morning we
I'm
work
not
it out.
my
It's
bed vexed
just
run.
you
Yeah, okay. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up really and surely. We've been on here for an hour and basically 15 minutes.
know.
I really enjoyed this conversation. I know that those who are here listening in enjoyed it too. And I would love to have you guys back on at another time, maybe with the wives joining you all.
Sure.
Because
You know,
Omar
Malik.
said some things when Natasha said, "Boy, be careful." Natasha said, "Mine, you know, mine."
Mm.
Let's see if you say some of those things while wifey is here. So maybe we can arrange something later on. But
Yeah.
thank you guys for coming on. Thank you, Teacher P Downer. Guys, Teacher P is my cousin. Go and support her YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe.
Big up
It was
teacher P.
and I thought it would be nice to hear from the men. My advice to a newlywed is that take time to know each other. It's a process. Just have the commitment that at the end of the journey you are still together. Also, as a problem arises, work it quickly. Thank you,
Out here.
Moya's Way, by the way. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are out. Hold on. Where's my thing? Clicking the end broadcast. Let's see, don't
Natasha,
want to end.
good
And
advice
guys,
to
make sure you
people.
like the live if you haven't liked it yet. Yeah. Like up the live, you guys, and share.